And moving along with our study in EIGRP, it's very important that we all understand the concept, a couple more terms and numbers, so we can put all of this into the big EIGRP soup, the big EIGRP bowl. Now, I want to go over what two different terms in EIGRP, because every routing protocol has terms associated with that routing protocol, and it's good if you want to know the language of that routing protocol that you know the terms associated with that routing protocol. So a term is feasible distance, and reported distance. Feasible distance and reportable distance. And reported distance. So the reported distance is also known as the reported distance is also known as the advertised distance. Remember that? The reported distance is also referred to as the advertised distance. And again, distance. And again, let me digress and come back. So this is EIGRP terms. And remember, EIGRP is a routing protocol because the entire internet is made up of protocols. So a protocol running on an enterprise router would be EIGRP. Those are protocols on enterprise routers. Not layer 3 routers, but routers. Layer 3, not layer 3 switches, but routers. I don't know if EIGRP is running on a layer 3 switch per se, but EIG is run on routers, enterprise routers, and the reported distance is the distance that that is running on your router, that would show up on your router. That is the view of the next hop's view of the network that you're trying to get to, right? So that's the reported distance. That is the view or distance that the next router sees to the route that you are trying to reach, to the route that router is trying to reach. That router, no, to the route, to the distant network. Yeah, to the distant network, I'll put. To the distant network. That is the reported distance. To the distant network. Okay? That is the reported distance. And now the feasible distance is what your router sees to the distant network. The feasible distance is what the router itself sees to the network. Is what the router itself sees to the network. That is called the feasible distance. The reported distance is the advertised distance of view or distance that the next router sees to the route. Correct? The view or distance that the next router sees to the route. To the distant route. To the distant route. This is in reverse. To the distant route. This is in reverse. But these are two terms, which is the feasible distance and the reported distance. And these are EIGRP terms. Also, you have what is called the feasible successor. So the feasible successor What is the feasible distance? Feasible distance, the router's perspective. The router's perspective, yes. So the feasible distance is what the router sees, what the router itself sees to the network. The router itself's perspective of the network. The reported distance is the connected router's reference to the network. So the reported distance is the connected router's reference to the network. So reported, let's just put that, reported distance is the connected average distance view of distance to the next router. Yes, the next router, which is the connected router. All right. Okay, also let's go over the 5 EIGRP packets. This is very important because you see this in one of the tables. I believe it is the topology table, which is the 5 EIGRP packets. And I also came up with a mnemonic for the 5 EIGRP packets, and the mnemonic is HUQRA, or H-U-Q-R-A, designed by me, myself, and I. H-U-Q-Q-R-A. And HUQRA stands for hello, update, query, reply, and acknowledge. Acknowledge. So these are the 5 EIGRP packets, right? Remember that? EIGRP packets. These are the 5 EIGRP packets. Okay, moving along, we are going to talk about what is the multicast address that EIGRP uses. EIGRP uses a multicast address. EIGRP uses a multicast address of 224.0.0.10. 224.0.0.10 is the multicast address that EIGRP uses. EIGRP uses a multicast address of 224.0.0.10. This is the multicast address that EIGRP uses. Also, what does EIGRP use for reliable transmission? EIGRP, this is another fact about EIGRP, it uses RTP, or Reliable Transport Protocol for reliability. For reliability. So it does not use TCP for reliability. TCP is another protocol used at the transport layer that is used for reliability. It does not use TCP for reliability. It uses Reliable Transport Protocol and not TCP, which is Transmission Control Protocol. It does not use that. Time. 3, 5. Yes. Okay, now also EIGRP has a default hello timer. So a router is going to send EIGRP hello packets. Remember the HUQRA, hello, update, query, reply, and acknowledge, every 5 seconds, right? So every 5 seconds, it sends a hello packet. So every 5 seconds, EIGRP is going to send a hello packet. 5 seconds is going to send a hello packet. Every 5 seconds. Now what happens is you may have the argument, why is EIGRP, you may be asked one day, why is EIGRP better than OSPF? And you can say, well, for one, it has a lower administrative distance. The EIGRP's administrative distance is 90, right? That's the administrative distance. And OSPF's administrative distance is 110, right? I'm digressing, but OSPF's administrative distance is 110, and EIGRP's administrative distance is 190. I'm sorry, 90. So that may be one reason why, one argument as to why EIGRP is better than OSPF or faster. And also EIGRP has 5 seconds. It says a hello packet. OSPF sends its hello packet every 10 seconds by default. So with EIGRP, if the next router doesn't hear the EIGRP within 5 seconds, is going to send 3 times by default, and then the route will be considered down. So after here, right, is after the third hello packet, the router goes to hold time? Yeah. Goes to hold. That's EIGRP. After the third packet, the router goes to hold, or hold time, if you will. Okay, well, there's some more facts about EIGRP. Some more interesting facts. Okay, and we will continue, and we'll be continuing with some more facts about EIGRP, because there's some more things that we have to know. And this is Cisco Engineer William, WTCM. All right, signing off.